Hello everyone, this is our third food tech taste video, or it's another food tech taste video. We don't know when we're going to be uploading them and what order, but if we do, I'd like this one to be our third. If you were going to make any of our recipes, I suggest this one because this is going to be one of the most simple recipes that we have. So Ms. Garcia, if this is what we would suggest you make. So basically this is called Marshy Madness, I think. And what you will need is different containers, really. These are different. It depends on your preference. So we got just a plate, a little bowl, and a bigger bowl. We have Magic Shell chocolate syrup. Normally it wouldn't matter, and for this it kind of doesn't matter. If this just is more convenient, because we're going to need something that, some hardened chocolate syrup. We have caramel, I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is our second ingredient. We're just going to harden this by itself, because we couldn't get the hardening one. And then, everything revolves around a few chocolate chips, not that many, just enough to make a little filling. Put inside a marshmallow, just a regular marshmallow. So we're going to put these inside of this. Normally this wouldn't be really easy, so we have plenty of times to try it. So we're going to put this there. The first thing we're going to do, we decided that we weren't going to, because we already have chocolate on the outside that's going to be plenty hardened, we didn't want these solidified when we put them in the marshmallow. We thought that we didn't want to ruin the marshmallows, I don't know, like its chewiness. So we decided that we would melt this into like a Nutella-ish liquid and put it into the center of the marshmallow. So to do that, of course, we need to melt some chocolate chips, and we don't know how much to melt because we've never done this before. But I'm just putting in a small handful, so about this much. And we're going to put that in the small bowl. Cameron isn't here today. He had a prior commitment, but whatever. So, we have this. These will go on later. I'll explain what to do with them. And all we need to do is make this into that liquid now. We'll worry about getting it into the marshmallow later. And in fact, we might want to pick a bigger marshmallow than that. So we go to our handy microwave here, and I'm going to start out with 10 seconds just for the sake of time. I want to do this all in one video, so it's easier to upload. So we'll see if it melts, and if not, we'll put it in for another 5-7 seconds or so. Oh, never mind. We're going to put that in for a solid 20 seconds. This, it didn't appear melted. It looked just regular. They probably felt warm if I was to feel them. That wasn't what we were looking for. I'm not going to do it by sight, or I'm going to do it by sight, not taste, partly because, we only have like a small handful and we don't want to mess that up. I can do it again, but I prefer not to. Alright, so they're starting to gleam a little bit, which means that they're getting softer. I'm going to start to mush them together now. So now that they've started to melt, starting to become warm, both of them are pretty not good to touch, but I put in a few extra chocolate chips so I could lick my fingers. We still want to taste some of the marshmallows, so we're not going to dump the whole thing and only have that outer covering be marshmallow. In fact, let's find a bigger marshmallow. Or what we could do Actually, yeah, that sounds like a better idea. How do we do that? No, never mind. So we'll use these. You guys aren't eating them, so, and I think it's plenty sanitary to keep them on the table, so I'm not concerned about your guys' comments on that. We're gonna put this in for a few more seconds, but I don't want to wait for the bowl to cool down. So let's go ahead and get another bowl and peel it, like scrape it into there. So now that we have that, we can warm this up for another 20 seconds and we'll see what we get. And decided on the marshmallow, I thought that we could put stack 4 and put them in here to make just one big marshmallow. Then I realized that wouldn't work because it'd be more two-dimensional. So maybe if we put them like this, so that it makes a little castle, and then in here we would put the chocolate chip thing. I'm gonna get another plate, so we'll do both. The first one will be for this because that way we can use all of it. And the second one will just be for a singular marshmallow. To see if we can do that. I'm gonna poke it a little bit more. Alright, so that's starting to look good. We'll see if we put it, how are we gonna put it in? Ow. Oh, crap, forgot it was hot. Alright. First we'll take our bottom 4 and we'll just put them on the bottom like this. And then down in here in the center we'll just make a pile of the poopy chocolate. We'll stack that there. It'll also function as the thing that keeps them together, although if we could, we would put some on the outside. And we do have a few more chocolate chips, so I'm open to doing that. Let's just see how well it holds up with just that. Ooh. So. All right. I'm not gonna try to force it in there because it is really hot and really hurts my fingers. So I don't want to come into contact with it too much. Other than with my mouth. Because it tastes good. And then maybe we'll put yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put marshmallows on each one of these and melt those to make it kind of a glue so that this will stay here. Cut. That's fine.